Shut up and sit down.
Essay on money. Money essay for students and children in English. While not everything is about money, we will have to come to a point of realization where we simply cannot live without money. It's a hard truth. But isn't the world being too negative about money? No essay on money will make sense if it is just about history and facts. So, let us see how money has impacted our lives. Just like every attribute in our society, money has two sides, the evil and the good. Now, what's the good side of money? When we say our lives revolve around money, everyone is just chasing it, it is usually considered with a negative connotation. Not everything about money should be taken in a bad light. The whole concept of money and capitalism has given people livelihood, better standards of living, most importantly, an equal platform for everyone to work hard and fulfill their dreams. Trust and convenience of money. Money is one of the biggest and most valuable and trustworthy forms of trade, which businesses can thrive and consumers can be saved from fraud and cheating. One of the biggest plus points, trust factor it carries with. Imagine having to carry out the barter system even today, where to get a kilo of rice you need to give a kilo of wheat. Sounds funny, is equality of money. This is surprisingly one thing that can bring from different walks of life to agree upon. Money can buy you a good standard of living. It can buy you respect and value in society. Every person, irrespective of gender, race, ethnicity, or creed, will be provided with an equal level playing field, earn money and a better life. Motivation and direction of money. Imagine the world without money. We will eventually come to a point where we will be asking questions like, what's the point of life? Hope and goals are some of the most important things that will keep a man go. Without any sense of achievement or motivation, there wouldn't be any inventions or progress in the world. Will work harder to get more. This cycle of life that keeps a man motivated and hopeful is one of the biggest advantages of money. What is the evil side of money? Well, not everything is hunky dory about our financial system. It's only fair to talk about the disadvantages of money and also to have a well informed essay on whether it is capitalism or socialism, democracy or communism, or whether it's India or China. Our system of money in the world has many cracks and fault lines within. Broken system. If the concept of money in its pure form was used properly, there would have been equality on all and levels of the world. But the reality is far from our imagination. The hierarchical system, either capitalism or socialism, has created an immense amount of inequality and large gaps. More than 90% of the world's wealth is in the hands of 2% of the population. Not a sign of a broken system, then we don't know. Greed. We need to understand the difference between greed. When the fine line between the more visible, then maybe our world will start healing itself. We are not necessarily talking about individual greed for money, but we are talking about issues on a much larger scale. Businesses are solely running to the government is concerned about saving the economy than their people or the environment we live in. The greed for money is destroying our nature, balance in the natural cycle of the world, and leading us into wars, famine, and pandemic.